What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fanboy Talks, where we talk about everything you guys might care about. My name is Vaughn. I'm joined by my good friend Chase.
Hello.
Oh my god! And today we want to talk about Sony, for the most part. One...
We're coming after you.
I mean, kind of.
We're making our own system.
We're... Okay.
Called the PSX.
Oh, really? Just fuck them? They're like, oh, really? PlayStation Expo. That's crazy. That doesn't exist.
Shit. PSX1.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So creative. They're like, oh, I wonder where they got that name from.
The Project Scorpio, not PlayStation.
Got it.
PS.
There you go.
X.
Ah.
I'm a
Gotcha.
thinker.
I mean, you thought ahead there.
Yeah.
Except for it's
No, I
out of
didn't.
order.
Yeah, I know. No, Project Scorpio. PS. X.
Oh my god.
1X.
So, what we really want to talk about is recently, from what I understand, Sony has removed a game from the marketplace that was known as the fastest platinum, and that's what they bragged about. Was the fastest plat. It was 20 minutes.
It's blasphemy.
Why do you say that? Because My Name is Mayo is the fastest plat?
No, My Name is Mayo may have not been faster, but I really wanted to buy this one.
Yeah, because it was like 99 cents. It was
98
literally
cents.
just like the easiest of puzzles. You just moved pieces.
Well, now I want to play Mr. Masaji because I've heard that one's pretty easy
You
and
just want to
it's
get
quite
some
interesting.
super quick plats.
Yeah, but I've heard it's also quite interesting. So.
Yeah, they boasted a 20-minute plat. I mean, that's a pretty decent, and that's pretty fantastic.
See, that's the problem though. So they boasted about it.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. Sony, I don't think, I mean, it is their platform. It is, like, they have built all of this, but the way people use it, I mean, when these people put their games on there, I don't think Sony should really be able to dictate, like, one, how they sell their game.
Here's the thing. I don't think Sony cared about how fast the plat was. I think that they cared about that they were advertising.
Yeah, that they're like, fastest plat.
Which in turn could make more companies start a fastest plat. We could get plats that get down to like 3 minutes.
It definitely could be a
They don't want
slippery
this
slope.
plat apocalypse happening, where plats are just flying at everyone's woohoos.
I definitely think it's interesting that so many games are coming out without platinums that are like large games. These are big games that a lot of people like don't understand why they don't have platinums, but then these like little games like My Name is Mayo and shit come out with a platinum and you're like, how?
But I was listening to Kinda Funny Games Daily,
Ooh.
and Greg Miller was talking about how games such as that are more time consuming and should have a platinum. To be totally honest, they should have a platinum. They ask or they go through the trial or whatever and say, hey, can we have a platinum? The people say no. They say, okay, looks like we're not having a platinum.
Yeah.
And then he said that games like My Name is Mayo and stuff like that, they go, hey, can we have a platinum? They say no. My name is hey, what about that platinum? They say no. Then My Name is Mayo's like, okay, we're putting that platinum in. They're like, okay.
So they fight for it, and all these other games are like, why? Why put a platinum in? You're like,
Should give us
because people
a reason.
want it. Yeah, there's like, I mean, we aren't trophy hunters. We don't shoot for plats or anything like that. But I mean, your first plat was My Name is Mayo, wasn't it?
My first and only.
I think I've got a couple plats. I have the Telltale Games.
See,
plats.
here's the thing: is I don't play those games.
Yeah, fair. They're pretty easy. I mean, they're kind of time
You
consuming.
give
though. It
me
takes like a day.
a plat for like Pokemon Soul Silver, I'll get that. But
Some crazy like ridiculous stuff. Oh, collect all
just
everything.
fill up the whole Pokedex.
I mean,
Boom. You know how fucking hard that is?
that's pretty. Yeah,
You gotta
that's
have a
pretty
friend
hard.
that has heart gold. You gotta have some other stupid shit.
Or you gotta have an action replay.
Well, that's the cheater's way. But as soon as you usually action replay turns off achievements.
Yeah, that would be nice because it's similar to the Skyrim Special Edition. Once you use mods, it takes off the achievements. Or not the achievements, it takes off your plat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I definitely feel like they didn't like ethically have the right to do that. I mean, yes, it is their platform. And sure, these people shouldn't have been boasting that it was the fastest plat. And, like, that's not a reason that you should make a game. And I do agree with you. It is definitely a slippery slope. Because this game was probably purchased quite a few times by people who want these platinum trophies.
Greg Miller said he bought it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this game was like, these games are purchased a lot just to get these easy platinums. You bought My Name is Mayo specifically for this easy platinum.
I had to break that cherry, man.
Yeah, exactly. You had to get this platinum, so I definitely see the slippery slope. All these games making money because they have these super easy platinums means that this market is going to be flooded with real shitty games
and the
with easy platinums.
I've heard about this game is that it's really not a game. It's like a puzzle thing.
Yeah, it's literally like it's 9 pieces and you just move. It's trying to create an HD photo and you're just like.
And the HD photo is like their web address or something.
Yeah.
It's seriously, it's just advertisement. Like, it's a brilliant marketing scheme if you think about it.
Apparently, it was to advertise their Facebook page, supposedly.
That's brilliant.
It's like HD backgrounds, so it's what they create. So they make wallpapers, they make themes, and I guess it was meant to like bring people to their Facebook page.
Yeah.
So altogether, it's
I'll
really
tell you
smart.
right now, the traffic on that Facebook page has probably gone up 100%.
Probably a lot, yeah. I mean, you put a fucking 20-minute plat in a game, people are gonna pay attention.
And then Sony takes it down, people are really gonna pay attention.
Yeah, because if anything, like, we know, whenever you take something down, I mean, everyone's going to pay attention or everyone's going to, in a way, get it up. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this comes back on the store pretty soon. Because of people just freaking out about it.
I've heard that that's all Sony essentially wants them to do is just stop advertising the fast plat.
Yeah.
We'll put it back on the market. Just stop advertising the fact that it's a fast plat.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair. They should be able to do that. Because places like Walmart and Target and stuff do similar things.
Yeah, I think it's a fair compromise.
If like a soda has something that depicts something that they don't like, they can say, okay, well, we're taking these off our shelves.
Yeah, we're not going to put it on our shelf.
Until you give us the original version.
Yeah.
Or something similar to.
I understand the slippery slope that they're on, and I definitely understand that they just, like, their compromise would be just stop advertising it as the fastest plat. Like, that would definitely be easy. I definitely understand that. I think ethically they shouldn't have done it in the first place, but also, like, this game developer should not have advertised in the first place that it was the fastest plat.
Yes, but it got them in the news.
Yeah, it definitely got them in the news. I mean, 20-minute plat, shit, when that goes back on there, I'm gonna buy that game. 98 cents? They should probably jack up that price.
Yeah.
Make it $10.
It's gonna be back on there for like
so
3
much more
or
money.
something.
Oh my god.
And people will buy it!
Yeah, definitely. Get that fast plat.
In one of our previous videos in the week, we talked about something that I really want to touch on.
Okay.
Continuing with the Sony theme, it's their lead in this platform war or whatever. And why they are saying so content.
Yeah.
And not striving to get better.
There was some big stuff. So, coming out of E3, there was a lot of stuff. Like, people were coming out of Sony doing these specific, I forget who it is specifically, but a Sony spokesperson was talking about how, like, why didn't Sony show a bunch of indies? And they're like, indies just, I forget what it was. It was indies aren't relevant. And it was like, oh,
and you're alienating a lot of people.
Not only are you alienating a large audience, it's also that Sony, like, the reason they got really big, especially with the PS3 coming from like a really rough launch. Yeah, it was because these indie developers came to Sony and they were like, hey, we specifically want to go through you. They became big because they had all these awesome indies on there, and now they're like, oh, now that we're big, we're winning this console war, you guys just aren't relevant. And it's like, people fucking love indies. Are you kidding me?
And that similarly falls into old games are old.
Yeah, how they also, like, this is one thing that they said, and they also said old games are old and nobody wants to play.
I genuinely wish I liked the Xbox.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here
get some backwards compatible,
like an elite, like, PlayStation, or like, oh, that's just bad, they're not doing well. I genuinely don't like anything about the Xbox.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. Really I like the stuff that they're doing. What their people are doing that is improving the system, and I really thought that the Kinect was not in itself a great like gaming thing, but great for using your console like a home entertainment system. I thought that was really incredible, and in their whole backwards compatibility, I really wish I liked the controllers. Not a fan of the controllers. Too
big.
Well, the buttons are placed weird, and that sounds weird because it's essentially the same thing, but I mess it up with GameCube all the time because I use an Xbox controller on GameCube games, which also sounds weird. But I don't like the controller. I don't like the interface. I don't like all the panels and stuff. That's really irritating. I want lists, kind of like how the PlayStation has it. But I really wish I liked the Xbox just so I could do the stuff that they're promoting.
I feel just about the same, honestly. I feel like Microsoft knows what direction they want to go in, and they know how to improve their consoles. I'm not talking about, like, the Xbox One X. I don't give a fuck about that, because I'm not a PC player trying to get back into consoles.
And eventually, I'll say, oh, I don't need that, but eventually, I mean, it'll be cool to have it.
Yeah.
But things I've heard on the Xbox One X, and really, why are we talking about this? It's just kind of side off.
Yeah.
Is that the games,
Just
because they're in 4K, are like 100 gigs each.
Yeah, I definitely believe it.
And it's like, I can't do that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy the
I'm
6
dealing
terabyte
with like,
drive.
I'm dealing with like 50 gig games right now, and I'm running out of space every day.
Yeah, you have a terabyte?
Yes.
But just all in all, I love the direction they're going in with the original Xbox backwards compatibility. Not only on, because this is a misconception, it is not only on Xbox One X. A lot of people are thinking that it's only on Xbox One X because the Xbox One X was announced directly after they spoke or before when they spoke about original Xbox backwards compatibility. Later this year, it will be available with all Xbox One systems.
And I guess essentially the reason why we're talking about the Xbox One X and the Xbox and Microsoft in general is that PlayStation's being really content right now.
Yeah, they're being little bitches.
And things like, oh, indies are not relevant right now. I know hundreds of people that fucking love indies, and really, if that wasn't a thing, if indies weren't a thing, they wouldn't really have a system.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have a system because you really like the AAA games, but indies are a big part of a lot of gamers' days. And when you take that away, it's like, whoa, or not necessarily take it away, but not
You
advertise
take it for granted.
Yes, you take it for granted. And then people like me and you too, we were talking about in one of our last videos, is like remastering, or in this case would be backwards compatibilities. We really want that.
Yeah. And they spoke like, they're like, oh, who wants to play old games?
Yeah, old
and
games
like,
are old, and
lot of
everyone's
fucking
sitting here
people.
like, what?
Yeah.
No, you see what Xbox is doing? Do that.
And they're like,
You wanna
old
stay
games are
ahead?
old. And
Do
we're
that.
Like, we'll remaster these. And it's like, okay, come on. Like, old games aren't old. You can't, like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say old games are old, but we're going to relaunch a game and you say that you should buy it.
Is they're going to relaunch the game, it's going to be $60.
Yeah,
rather than just bringing up a port or something and be $25, $30.
Yeah, just the ethics of Sony are kind of annoying. But overall, I think Sony's an amazing company. We both really enjoy Sony. I definitely think we both wish we liked Microsoft a little bit more.
I wish,
because they do amazing things.
I
at
can't
the moment.
handle the interface.
On
that console, there's too much going on for me. And I'm not sitting here dogging on Microsoft like, oh, fuck you people that use the Xbox. I wish I liked it.
Yeah.
I wish it was one of my first consoles. I really do. But it wasn't. And I can't change that.
I didn't mind the Xbox One. I had mine for a while. The reason I sold it was because they canceled so many exclusives. But at this E3, as long as I see these exclusives come out, as long as I see some fucking Ashen, as long as I see Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which I mean that is definitely happening, as long as I see these amazing like indies and just altogether exclusives coming to this console, I will buy another one. Because that was my issue, is that they canceled them all. I'm like,
and I sold my Xbox One or my Xbox Ones, not One S, Ones. I've had two. Is because first of all, I don't have a lot of friends on this system because I've played on PlayStation for 10 years, more than that at this point. I've played on PlayStation for so long, that's just kind of where my friends have been. And one thing that he pointed out to me that I was actually complaining about was when I did have my Xbox One, I felt like the controller was just slow.
Yeah. And
he literally told me, "Oh yeah, it's and they fixed that in one of the newer ones." I'm like, "Well, that'd have been great to know."
Yeah, that they used infrared before and now they use Bluetooth.
But and I'm a Sony guy, so my Xbox would just sit there for weeks on end until I was like, "Oh, I really want to play this game," and then I'd play it for an hour or something. Then I'd sit down and go play my PlayStation for weeks, and then come back and I'll pick up where I left off.
Yeah. We definitely segued a little bit, but
hey, that's what we do here.
Altogether, yeah, I mean, this whole video is just us trying to hold Sony accountable for the stupid shit they do. We want old games.
And us only having 12 subscribers is not going to do anything.
13!
Us having 13 subscribers is not going to do anything.
We want these like old games. We want indies, and we want them to just not take for granted not only their user base, but who got them there.
And that's the thing is they're coming off as like all big and tough. Like, oh, we don't need those.
Yeah.
They have those right in that back pocket, just in case someone starts catching up. They're going to throw them at us. Be like, oh, we love old games with this smirk.
I definitely believe some backtracking is going to happen.
And it's not going to happen anytime soon.
I mean,
I don't think.
We're not like industry geniuses. We
I don't even
aren't
know.
necessarily even in the games industry. I want to be eventually. I want to be a games journalist, but honestly,
love video games.
It's just like common sense. If what Microsoft is doing really well launches them in the lead, then Sony will do something.
And you know,
too.
I kind of hope. Because one thing we need in this world is competition.
Yeah.
We need
competition. Breeds excellence.
Our local grocery stores to compete with Walmart. To keep them both honest. We need our Microsofts and our Sonys to compete. To keep them both honest. Because, like right now, Sony's not being totally honest. They're kind of slacking off. But they have such a lead that they can do that.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. For the most part, if you guys like this video, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you subscribe for all of our upcoming content. We post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with some offshoot videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you guys enjoy this and you want to let us know if you enjoyed it or just some constructive criticism, basically anything, leave that in the comment section down below. I do read everyone. He reads them as well. Yeah, they're always fun. I always like getting a comment, especially the other day. Somebody just put, hey. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, dude? And we talked, and we got a few subscribers, and that guy's pretty cool. And I will put out that cave story. I will do that cave story Let's Play very soon. Because I want us to do not only more Let's Plays, but I want to talk a lot more about indie games because they're a big thing for us. And we want to talk about comic books. That's some stuff to look forward to for us.
And like we said, we did go to the comic book store and picked up some Spider-Man comics, and I'm reading through them.
And I bought $60 worth of comics.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, that's like a month's worth of comics. But yeah, that's about it for us today. I hope you guys have a great day.